tell you all about day 8 of my trip to Thailand, and we're in Phuket. First of all, great news. Your girl is feeling so much better, y'all. I feel like I really needed that day to rest myself and really give my body that well-needed downtime. Now, today we are going on an official tour of the Phi Phi Islands. For those of you who don't know, the Phi Phi Islands are a part of a big group of offshore islands that are located about 1 to 2 hours away from mainland Thailand. It's also one of the locations where they shot the movie The Beach. Anybody ever watched that? Between that and Instagram, it is now super popular with tourists. But you know, women have it. So we signed up with one of the tour companies and started what would be a very long but worthwhile Picked us up promptly at 8 a.m. but we probably didn't reach to the check-in area till about 10. While our shuttle bus only had 8 people, if you see people and tour company and everything when we arrived. The experience is so popular. I swear they have hundreds of tours going out every single day. Our tour included breakfast, but I won't lie, this was given Dolly house food. I was still grateful, man, because you know I must get my money's worth. Right after breakfast, they started a debriefing where they gave you the rundown of what the entire day is going to look like. We intentionally booked a tour that was locally owned. We quickly found out that this was the owner. Girl. After the rundown of our very packed I had a little fight up with these bathrooms, but they're better than they look. And then it was off the board our boat. Look on the name of this tour company, Flipping Tour. I had to laugh, man. So us and the other plentiful tourists went to board one of the many speedboats that they had that would take you out on the tour. Once we were all secured in our life jackets, it was time to go. Now, I would highly recommend if you were going, please sign up for a speedboat, okay? Even then, you're on the boat for 1 hour. So long, I had time to sleep and wake up and sleep again. There's a ferry, but that takes 2 hours. So if you have time, then go ahead. No matter how fast we were speeding, though, that co-captain was hanging on the side. If it was nothing, and that is how you know these people know what they're doing. Now, I'm also quite comfortable with boats. And while it was a smooth ride, I still would consider bringing gravel just in case. This was about 45 minutes in, and I could see other tour boats coming up to us, and I was like, oh my gosh, are we in James Bond? Are we all racing to the end destination? Which was just around the corner, because look at the islands. When I started to see this, I was so excited. They are truly these enormous rocks that feel like they were dropped in the middle of the ocean. This was our first stop on the Rampack agenda, and it's apparently known as the Viking Home to edible birds' nests. Clearly, co-captain has seen this a million times because this was his smoke break. About 5 minutes later, we rocked up to probably the most iconic section of these islands, and as you can see, everybody had their phones out. It was well worth it because let me tell you, this place is beautiful. Definitely a place for geography lovers. I believe these are all limestone. And for sure a place for your jaw to drop at the natural beauty this world has to offer. The blue, the green, the mountain, the colors, y'all, everything. Driving in definitely felt like a surreal moment. This is what you see on TV and online, and I was here. As much as it was surreal, I must say the amount of tour boats that was in that place. Goodness gracious. I could only imagine what this place would look like with 0 boats. And it reminded me of how much tourism truly affects natural wonders like this and how I too am contributing something to think about. Switching gears to our long-tail boat ride. Luckily, we organized this beforehand through the person we booked the tour with. So the time our speedboat docked, our long-tail boat was there ready and waiting for us. Now, this is what you see everybody does be taking their pictures on, and we did not hesitate to get our content girlies were out and about. Yes, Ariana, yes, Indiana, yes, Alaka. Just had to hype my friends up real quick. The long-tail boat takes you around to the shallower areas which you wouldn't have access to on the speedboat. And while it's only 40 minutes, so you have to rush to get everything that you want, it's great for pictures and for just enjoying the scenery. If I had to do it all over again, I would probably stay on one of these islands so I could do the entire tour on a long-tail boat. I feel like it would be just a slower, more local vibe, if that makes sense. You can't lie, this water, y'all get the Caribbean competition. It's pretty. Anyways, blink 2 times and it was time to tell this magical place and all the boats goodbye. Y'all tired yet? Because I certainly was, but we weren't even halfway through the day. So you better get comfortable, see, because we just arrived at Maya Bay. We were traipsing on this walkway, and I was like, where are we going? The sun is hot. But then when we arrived, I say, oh yes, look at this beautiful bay and all the tourists in them. But don't let that discourage you from getting your good up pictures with your good up background, because you're in Thailand and you need to get them. We most certainly did. Social media turn up till it turn over. I tell y'all, follow my friend and them now. Anyways, by this point, I had to report. Don't let the girlies fool you. The sun is hot. Okay? The sun is hot. Maya Bay, thank you for having us. Oh, and fun fact, you literally can't swim at this bay, so all you can do is enjoy the moment and take pictures. They even have a lifeguard to make sure you don't get too far in the water. The Thai government implemented this rule to allow natural restoration of the coral reefs and the sharks. No boats in the bay and no swimming. I love that for nature, man. Back on the boat, we go to Monkey Island. However, the monkeys were must be tired of seeing people's faces because they did not show. So we left and went snorkeling instead. Snorkeling. And y'all, let's say a huge thanks to Indiana because she braved bringing her phone into the ocean. And that's how I was able to get this footage to show y'all what the coral reef in Thailand look like. Yes, man. Okay, don't worry, y'all. The day and the video soon because at this point we were hungry and they brought us to the lunch spot. Like this sign said, you had 40 minutes to eat and get going. For food, I would say this was pretty good. We got to stay on this island for an extra 15 minutes tops to swim, and then we were off to our next destination. Let me tell you, this itinerary ram up, jam up like a juvie. Again, I was like, are we home yet? But instead, it took us to this offshore island to just chill out. Luckily, there was nothing to do here but lie down on a chair and rest yourself. Oh, there were fishies if you wanted to see fishies By this time, the sun was setting and it was time to Luckily, we had done most of the long trail. So it was about another 20 minutes before we docked. And by the time we got our car, dropped everybody on the shuttle, we got home at about 8 p.m. making it a full 12-hour day. I'd definitely say it was worth it, at least to go once. Shout outs to all the skilled boat drivers, tour operators, and any Thai person involved in showing off this beautiful space to your visitors. And thank you for watching all the way to the end. Big up yourself. Y'all stay tuned for day 9. Are we back on a plane?